just drove a Toyota off the lot. The salesperson called it one of the most reliable cars on the planet, shook your hand, and meant it. Toyota earned that reputation. What they did not earn is your blind trust in everything that happens after the sale. Because the dealership that handed you those keys is not in the reliability business. They are in the revenue business. And the two are not always the same thing. Here are 17 things your Toyota dealer will never voluntarily tell you after purchase. Number 1. Completely changed how I look at Toyota ownership. Let us get into it. Number 17. Your Toyota came with a break-in period that nobody mentioned. Most dealers hand you the keys and send you straight to the highway. What they do not tell you is that the first 1,000 miles of a new Toyota require specific driving behavior to properly seat the engine components, Toyota's own engineering documentation, and towing during this period. Ignoring it will not immediately destroy your engine, but it can affect long-term compression, ring seating, and overall engine longevity, quietly and well outside your warranty window. The dealer does not bring this up because it slows down the excitement of buying a new car. Read page 1 of your owner's manual before you pull out of the parking lot. Number 16. The ToyotaCare maintenance plan has a mileage trap most owners never see coming. ToyotaCare covers free scheduled maintenance for 2 years or 25,000 miles, whichever comes first. If you drive more than 12,500 miles per year, which is below the national average, you will hit that mileage cap before the 2 years are up and lose the remaining coverage. Nobody at the dealership walks you through this math. They present ToyotaCare as a 2-year benefit and let you assume it will last the full 24 months. If you drive 15,000 miles a year, your ToyotaCare is effectively gone in 20 months. Know your number before you assume you are covered. Number 15. Dealer-installed accessories added at purchase are often marked up 200 to 400%. When you sign the final paperwork, you may have approved a window tint package, a paint protection film, or a set of all-weather floor mats. Those items were likely added to your contract at dealer retail pricing, which routinely runs 2 to 4 times what you would pay ordering the same products from a Toyota parts supplier or a reputable installer. The Toyota OEM all-weather floor mats for a RAV for retail for around $130 to $160 online. Dealers charge $280 to $350 for the same set. That markup is pure profit added during the finance office rush when you are least likely to push back. Number 14. Using an independent mechanic will not void your warranty. Federal law says so. This is the most profitable myth in the Toyota dealership system. They want you coming in for every oil change, every tire rotation, every cabin air filter at their labor rate. But the Magnuson-Moss Warranty Act of 1975 makes it illegal for manufacturers to require dealership-only service to maintain warranty coverage. You can take your Toyota to any qualified independent shop, use the correct Toyota-specified fluids, and your warranty remains completely intact. Toyota must prove that an independent repair caused a specific failure. They cannot blanket deny a claim because you did not use their service bay. Independent Toyota specialists typically charge 35 to 55% less for identical work. Number 13. The 0W20 full synthetic oil requirement is not a suggestion. Toyota's current engine lineup, including the two ARFE, A25, AFXS, and M20A-FKS, is engineered to run on 0W20 full synthetic, not conventional oil, not a synthetic blend. Full synthetic specifically. Some older dealership service advisors will tell you that conventional oil is fine for the first few changes, or that 5W30 is close enough. It is not. Using the wrong viscosity affects fuel economy, and in Toyota's variable valve timing systems, VVTi and dual VVTi, incorrect oil viscosity can cause sluggish cam phaser response and premature wear on timing components. Follow the cap, not the advisor. Number 12. Toyota's extended warranty, sold as a Toyota ExtraCare plan, is negotiable and significantly cheaper elsewhere. When the finance manager presents the Toyota ExtraCare extended warranty, it will be priced somewhere between $1,500 and $3,500, depending on the coverage tier and your model. What they will not tell you is that this price is negotiable, sometimes by hundreds of dollars, and that third-party extended warranties from reputable providers like Endurance or CarChecks cover nearly identical components for 30 to 50% less. You also do not have to decide in the finance office. You have up to 30 days after purchase to add coverage in most cases. Leave the showroom, compare your options, and make the decision with a clear head. Number 11. The multi-point inspection report they hand you is not always a neutral assessment. Every Toyota service visit comes with a multi-point inspection, a color-coded sheet showing green, yellow, and red items. Green means fine, yellow means monitor, red means address now. What dealers will never admit is that the yellow and red categories on those sheets are sometimes used as a soft upsell mechanism. So items flagged as yellow at one dealership may be green at an independent shop. Brake thickness, tire tread depth, and fluid condition are all subject to interpretation. Before approving any recommended service triggered by a yellow or red flag, ask for the specific measurement reading, brake pad thickness in millimeters, tire tread depth in 30 seconds, fluid condition by test strip. Numbers do not lie. Colored boxes sometimes do. Number 10. Toyota's timing chain does not last forever on every model. Toyota built a reputation on bulletproof timing components, and on most models, that reputation is earned. But the 2GR-FEV6 engine used in older Camrys, RAV4s, and Highlanders has a documented early timing chain tensioner wear issue. Symptoms include a rattling noise on cold start that disappears after 30 seconds of running. And dealers rarely bring this up unless you ask directly, because the repair, tensioner replacement, and chain inspection runs $400 to $900 at a dealership and is not covered once the factory powertrain warranty expires. If you bought a used Toyota with a 2GR-FE and nobody mentioned this, now you know what that cold start rattle means. Number 9. Your RAV4 or Highlander hybrid battery is not covered for as long as you think in every state. Toyota hybrid batteries carry a 10-year, 150,000-mile warranty in California and states that follow California emissions standards. In the remaining states, that coverage is 8 years or 100,000 miles. This is a significant difference that no dealer in a non-California state will ever volunteer. A Toyota hybrid battery replacement runs $2,500 to $4,500. Depending on the model. Knowing which warranty tier applies to your state before you hit year 8 with 95,000 miles on the odometer could be the difference between a free replacement and a $3,000 surprise. Number 8. Paint protection film and ceramic coating sold by the dealer are almost always overpriced and underdelivered. The finance office pitch for paint protection goes something like this. For just a small addition to your monthly payment, we can protect your investment with a premium coating. What they are describing is a product that an independent detailing shop would install at half the price with double the preparation time. Dealer-applied paint protection is often a spray sealant, not a true nano-ceramic coating. True ceramic coating requires a multi-stage paint correction process, proper surface preparation, and cure time in a controlled environment. A $700 dealer add-on applied in 45 minutes in the service bay is not that. An independent ceramic coating installer doing the job correctly will charge $800 to $1,500 and deliver a product that actually lasts. Number 7. Toyota's scheduled maintenance. Intervals in the owner's manual are longer than what dealers recommend. Toyota's actual engineering specification for oil changes on modern engines using 0W20 full synthetic is every 10,000 miles or 12 months. Many dealers push a 5,000-mile interval as standard practice. That is twice the number of oil changes per year the manufacturer actually recommends, at $80 to $120 per dealer oil change. Following the dealer's schedule instead of Toyota's schedule costs you an extra $80 to $120 per year every year for a service that provides no additional benefit. Open your owner's manual. Find the actual interval. Follow that number, not the sticker they put on your windshield. Number 6. The key fob battery replacement is not a dealer service item. This one is almost embarrassing to include, but it happens constantly. When your Toyota key fob battery dies, many dealers will charge a diagnostic fee plus a labor charge to replace a $3 CR2032 battery. The process takes 45 seconds. Every Toyota key fob on the market uses a standard battery available at any pharmacy or grocery store. The back of the fob pops open with a flathead screwdriver. If your dealer has ever charged you for this service, that experience tells you something important about their general approach to service pricing. Number 5. Toyota's Star safety system can be degraded by aftermarket modifications, and nobody will warn you. Toyota's Star safety system includes vehicle stability control, traction control, anti-lock braking, and electronic brake force distribution. This system is factory calibrated to work with Toyota's specific tire size, wheel offset, and brake component specifications. Installing larger wheels, changing tire aspect ratio, or fitting aftermarket brake pads with significantly different friction coefficients changes the inputs the system was calibrated against. The system will still function, but its response thresholds, when it intervenes and how aggressively, may shift in ways that are invisible until you actually need the system in an emergency. Your dealer will gladly sell you aftermarket accessories. They will never have this conversation with you. Number 4. If you finance through Toyota Financial Services, your interest rate is almost certainly negotiable. Toyota dealers act as intermediaries between you and Toyota Financial Services. The rate TFS approves you for, called the buy rate, is the floor. The dealer is allowed to mark that rate up, typically by 1 to 2.5 percentage points, and keep the difference as profit. On a $35,000 loan over 60 months, a 2% rate markup costs you over $1,800 in additional interest. The finance manager presents the final rate as if it came directly from Toyota with no room to move. That is a practiced performance. Get pre-approved from your own bank or credit union before you walk into the dealer. Use that rate as leverage. The markup disappears quickly when they know you have a competing offer. Here are the 3 expanded sections. Number 3. Rust protection packages sold at the dealer are almost completely unnecessary on a modern Toyota. Here's how this conversation typically goes in the finance office. The manager slides a sheet across the desk, points to a line item called something like Rust Guard Protection or Corrosion Defense Package, and explains that given where you live, especially if there's any mention of winter, rain, or coastal air, this is something serious Toyota owners do not skip. The price sits somewhere between $300 and $800, depending on the dealership. You're already mentally exhausted from hours of negotiating. It sounds reasonable. You approve it. What you do not know is that you just paid for something Toyota already did before the car left the factory. Modern Toyota vehicles go through an extensive corrosion treatment process during manufacturing, galvanized steel panels, factory-applied wax injection into hollow body cavities, electrocoat primer baths that reach every internal surface, multi-layer paint systems with UV and moisture barriers baked in. This is not entry-level protection. Toyota engineered these systems because corrosion warranty claims are expensive, and preventing them at the factory is far cheaper than covering replacements in the field. The result is a 5-year corrosion perforation warranty on models from 2015 onward, meaning Toyota is confident enough in their own factory treatment to cover perforation damage for half a decade. What the dealer applies on top of that is a different story entirely. The supplemental rust protection package sold at most dealerships is a spray-on rubberized or petroleum-based undercoating applied in the service bay, typically in 20 to 30 minutes, by a technician working quickly across dozens of vehicles that week. Automotive restoration professionals and independent undercoating specialists have been critical of this process for years. Not necessarily because the product itself is useless, but because the application matters as much as the product. A proper rubberized undercoating requires a clean, dry, degreased surface. It requires masking of heat shields, exhaust components, and brake lines to prevent interference. It requires time. A rushed dealer application on a car that just came off a transport truck does not meet that standard. Worse, a poorly applied spray coating can trap existing moisture against bare metal in panel seams and wheel wells, the exact opposite of what you paid for. Number 2. Toyota's lifetime transmission fluid claim has a documented exception that dealers never volunteer. The phrase lifetime fluid is one of the most quietly damaging pieces of automotive marketing ever introduced to the consumer market. It sounds like a feature. It sounds like Toyota engineering something so advanced it transcends regular maintenance. And for a specific subset of drivers operating their vehicle under specific conditions, the claim is defensible. For a very large percentage of Toyota owners, it is a ticking clock that nobody is watching. Here's the technical reality. Toyota designates the automatic transmission fluid in many of their models, including transmissions in the Camry, Corolla, RAV4, Tacoma, and Highlander lineups, as a sealed lifetime fill under what they define as normal operating conditions. The fluid Toyota uses, specifically their Type T4 and WS automatic transmission fluids, is formulated for long service life. Under genuinely normal conditions, mild climate, mostly flat terrain, light loads, regular highway driving, that fluid can last a very long time without degradation reaching a critical threshold. Toyota is not fabricating the claim entirely. What they bury in the fine print of your owner's manual, and what no service advisor will ever walk you through at delivery, is the severe use classification and what it does to that lifetime designation. Toyota defines severe use conditions as any combination of the following: frequent towing or hauling of heavy loads, sustained driving in mountainous or hilly terrain with significant grade changes, extended stop-and-go traffic in ambient temperatures above 90 degrees Fahrenheit, regular off-road operation, and frequent short trips of less than 5 miles where the transmission never fully reaches operating temperature. Under Under any of these conditions, Toyota's own service documentation moves the transmission fluid change interval to 60,000 miles. That is not a suggestion from an independent mechanic trying to upsell you. That is Toyota's engineering specification for drivers whose real-world usage matches the severe use definition. Now think honestly about who falls into that category. If you drive a Tacoma and occasionally pull a boat on weekends, you are in severe use. If you own a Highlander and spend summer weekends in the mountains, you are in severe use. If you have a RAV4 and your daily commute runs through city traffic in Atlanta, Houston, or Phoenix between May and September, you are very likely in severe use. These are not edge cases. These are normal American driving patterns that apply to a substantial portion of Toyota's customer base. Automatic transmission fluid degrades through two primary mechanisms: thermal breakdown from heat cycles and contamination from microscopic metal particles shed during normal gear operation. Under severe use, both mechanisms accelerate. The fluid loses its viscosity stability. Friction modifiers that allow smooth clutch pack engagement begin to deplete. What remains is a fluid that is thinner, more contaminated, and less capable of protecting the clutch packs and planetary gear sets it was designed to cushion. Automatic transmission rebuilds run $2,500 to $4,500 at a Toyota dealership. A transmission fluid change, a drain and fill procedure that takes a qualified technician less than an hour, runs $150 to $250. The math is not complicated. Number one, the total cost of owning your Toyota is significantly higher than the purchase price, and the dealer has every reason to let you find that out the hard way. The number on the window sticker is not the cost of owning a Toyota. It is the cost of acquiring one. Those are two completely different financial events, and the gap between them is something every dealership on the planet is motivated to keep invisible for as long as possible. Because the moment you start doing total cost of ownership math, the conversation in the showroom changes. Payments become harder to justify. Add-ons start looking different, and the warm glow of driving off the lot gets complicated by numbers that were always sitting right behind it. Let us do that math now. Specifically on two of Toyota's most popular vehicles. Start with the Camry XSE. At current pricing, a well-equipped XSE sits around $32,000 to $35,000 before taxes and fees. Insurance on that vehicle averages $1,800 to $2,200 per year for a driver with a clean record in a mid-sized American city. That is a conservative estimate. Drivers under 30, drivers in major metropolitan areas, or drivers with any at-fault history will pay more. Over 5 years, insurance alone adds $9,000 to $11,000 to your ownership cost. Depreciation on the Camry runs approximately 18 to 22% in year 1, then 12 to 15% annually through year 5. A $33,000 Camry purchased today will likely be worth somewhere between $16,000 and $19,000 at the 5-year mark. That is $14,000 to $17,000 in depreciation. Gone. Not recoverable. Not negotiable. Fuel costs at average American driving of 15,000 miles per year at current prices add another $8,000 to $10,000 over 5 years, depending on your local market and driving habits. Maintenance through the Toyota recommended schedule. Oil changes, tire rotations, cabin filters, engine air filters, brake fluid exchanges at service B intervals adds $2,500 to $4,000 over the same window, even if nothing goes wrong. Add it up. A $33,000 Camry costs closer to $50,000 to $55,000 to own for 5 years, not including financing interest if you borrowed to buy it. Now move to the RAV4. It is Toyota's best-selling vehicle globally for a reason. The RAV4 holds value better than almost anything else in its class, retaining approximately 54 to 58% of its value at 5 years under normal conditions. But it starts at a higher purchase price. A well-equipped RAV4 XLE Premium pushes past $36,000 before fees, and a hybrid limited crosses $46,000. Insurance runs slightly higher than the Camry due to higher repair costs and replacement parts pricing. And once the factory bumper-to-bumper warranty expires at 3 years and 36,000 miles, the electrical architecture in modern RAV4s, particularly the hybrid models with their dual motor systems, high-voltage battery management modules, and camera-based safety systems, creates genuine exposure to repair events that are not cheap. A radar sensor replacement for Toyota Safety Sense is $800 to $1,400 depending on the model year. A front camera recalibration after a windshield replacement runs $250 to $400 on top of the glass cost. A hybrid inverter failure outside warranty is a $3,000 to to $5,000 event. These are not hypotheticals. They are documented repair patterns that appear regularly in Toyota owner communities and independent shop invoices. None of this should make you regret buying a Toyota. That would be the wrong conclusion to draw. Toyota builds vehicles that routinely run 200,000 miles with fewer major mechanical failures than virtually any competing brand at similar price points. The reliability reputation is not marketing fiction. It is supported by 2 decades of owner data, independent reliability surveys, and the used car market, which prices Toyotas higher, precisely because the total cost of ownership calculation works in their favor over time. A Toyota is still one of the better financial decisions you can make in the automotive space.